The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Davis County Baseball on New Country 104.3 KRKN. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of the Davis County Mustangs, Alice Kojo.
It's time for Mustang Baseball. Welcome back to Knoxville, where we are getting ready to start Game 2 of our doubleheader as Davis County dropping Game 1 to Knoxville 5-1. We'll look to bounce back here in Game 2 versus the Knoxville Panthers. Great to have you with us. I'm Ellis Kojo, joined by Annie Argo, our on-site producer, as well as Kyle Smith back at our studios in Ottumwa. Brendan Woolery is the starting pitcher for Knoxville here in Game 2. He is on the mound, and he is getting set to deal the first pitch of Game 2 to Peyton Schooley after he momentarily steps off. Woolery is looking out to right field. There was a ball that got away from somebody out there, and so it was on the field temporarily, so the right fielder, Grant DeMoss, had to go and retrieve it in foul territory and throw it back over the fence. Now we're all set. First pitch of the ball game, bounces to the plate, ball one. First pitch thrown at 7:07 this evening. And the 1-0 pitch to Schooley. Fastball taken for a strike to make it 1-1. Home plate umpire here in Game 1 is Tom Jarrett. 1-1 pitch, up and inside. Schooley had the limbo out of the way. 2 balls and 1 strike. That's outside, 3-1. I was speaking with Roman Schooley, Peyton's uncle, one of the assistant coaches before the game. 3-1 pitch, and has a strike on the outside corner. Told me something interesting regarding leadoff batter. And you'll think, okay, job is for a leadoff batter to get on base, and there's a fly ball lifted into the center, put away by Gifford, and Schooley is the first out.
Now batting left fielder number 4, Josh Settles.
So Schooley sees 6 pitches in that at bat. And that kind of led to my point. Roman, one of the assistant coaches, said, hey, the leadoff batter, not only is their job to get on base, but it's to have that starting pitcher throw as many pitches as possible. 6 pitches is pretty good for an at-bat. Perhaps his teammates saw something from Woolery, as the count now is 1-1 as Woolery throws a fastball at the knees over the heart of the plate to Josh Settles. He's cooled off after an 0-for-3 opener. That's high and outside. No, they call that a strike. Strike zone a bit different here in Game 2. Timeout called by Kingery, the catcher at the plate. I think Kingery didn't quite get the sign from the dugout. Now he relays it to his starting pitcher, Brendan Woolery. And a 1-2 pitch, bounce back up the middle, and Norris, the shortstop behind the bag at second, throws on the run and retires Settles. Two outs, nobody on for Brett Prevost. Prevost went 0-for-1, make that 0-for-2 with a walk. He scored the only Davis County run in that 5-1 loss to Knoxville in the opener. Bouncer to the plate, ball one. Davis County only had 2 hits in the opener. Woolery delivers the 1-0. Fastball missing a bit outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Strike on the inside corner. Woolery, just like his teammate Roston McCarty in Game 1, working very quickly on top of the mound. The 2-1, low and outside, 3-1. Max Taylor waits on deck if Prevost can extend this top of the first. Base is empty, 2 outs. 3-1 pitch, bouncer, foul to the third base side. So the count full at 3-2. Woolery looking to author a 1-2-3 inning. This is his third start of the season. His fourth appearance on the mound. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called outside corner. Freebo was frozen. And Davis County goes down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Knoxville coming up next on the bottom of the first on the Atomic Radio Group Sports Network.
Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Noah Sizemore is on top of the mound for Davis County here to start off game 2. Mustangs looking to bounce back after dropping game 1 to Knoxville 5-1. Here in the bottom of the first, scoreless game. Sizemore, this is his 6th appearance on the mound, his 3rd start. He is 1-0. His one win came last week on Monday versus EBF. He was the beneficiary of an explosion of offense for Davis County as they scored a season-high 17 runs in that 17-2 victory. Sizemore has an ERA of 1.91. In 18 and a third innings, he struck out 16 while walking 10. So a little bit wild is Sizemore, but very effective so far as a freshman. Luke Roseboom at the plate, swings at the first pitch, bouncer to second, diving attempt by Schooley, but he couldn't come up with it, and it's a base hit for Roseboom. That was towards the hole between first and second. Schooley was played more up towards the middle, so he had a long way to go, and he tracked far to his left, tried to dive for it, but he couldn't come up with it. So an opening base hit for Knoxville. Here's Lincoln Norris. Norris, type of hitter to waste no time. If he sees a pitch he likes, he'll hack at it early in the count. We saw that in the first game. Throw to first and back safely is Roseboom. Max Taylor is the catcher for Davis County here in game 2. He's in the squat waiting for the first pitch to Lincoln Norris with the runner going. That pitch is hit high in the air, out to center field. Prevost with his hat falling off. Actually, that's Duke Scott with his hat falling off, makes the catch. And that's the first out.
Now batting, center fielder number 20.
So Roseboom and Norris swing at the first pitch. Roseboom got an infield single. Norris flies out to center. And here is Kyler Gifford. Righty versus righty matchup here in the first. Throw back to first, and Roseboom is back to the bag. With that win in game 1, Knoxville has now won 8 of 9 as they continue their hot streak. Runner goes. Actually, bluff going. There's a single that's rifled into left field. Settles, immediately scoops it up, gets it into the infield. 2 hits in the inning.
Now batting, third baseman number 3.
Roseboom stops at second. And here is Brady Roseboom. Brady was hitless in the opener, but he did have a walk. He was 0 for 2. Knoxville out-hit Davis County 6-2 in the opener. First pitch, curveball, take it for a strike. That is probably Sizemore's best pitch. Actually, there's two freshmen that pitch regularly for Davis County, Sizemore and Peyton Schooley. Both of them really love that curveball. The 1-1. Another curveball bouncing past Taylor. That was a 58-footer. And the runners advance to second and third on the wild pitch. So Knoxville threatening to break the seal here in the bottom of the first. Runners at second and third with one out. 1-1 is the count to Brady Rosaboom. Next pitch by Sizemore. Fastball, take it for a strike on the outside corner. It's almost as if the Knoxville hitters are ever so cognizant of the curveball. It gave Sizemore opportunity to sneak a fastball past Rosaboom. Now the 1-2. Fastball, late swing, and a pop-up foul behind the plate. And that got a car behind us. Thankfully not our car, the station car. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. So a pair of fastballs after a strike 2 curveball. What does Sizemore throw here? It is a curveball, and it's a pop-up. Short left field, and Dexter Scott, the shortstop, goes back to grab it for the second out.
Now batting catcher number 18, Briar Kingery.
So 2 outs, 2 on. We are scoreless here in the bottom of the first. Briar Kingery will look to do something about that score. Long pause by Sizemore. Now the pitch. A fastball taken at the knees on the outside corner for strike 1. Kingery walked twice in the opener of our doubleheader. Scored a run, stole a base. The 0-1, curveball, swing and a miss. Kingery waving at that curveball in the dirt. And now Sizemore's a strike away from stranding a pair of runners here in the bottom of the first. Sizemore's pitch, fastball, missing outside. A couple of groans from the Davis County fans here on the first base side, expecting a strikeout. Now the 1-2 coming to Kingery. Curveball bounces to the plate. Good block by Taylor to keep the ball in front of him. That makes the count 2-2. So a fastball, then a curveball. What will Sizemore throw here? The pitch. Misses with a fastball low, and the count is full at 3-2. Kingery has worked the count full after being down 1-2. Sizemore with the payoff pitch. Fastball, got him swinging. And Noah Sizemore is out of the first inning. No runs, a pair of hits, and a pair left. After 1, Davis County and Knoxville are scoreless on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County and Knoxville are scoreless here in the top of the second. Mustangs getting set to bat after getting set down 1-2-3 by Brendan Woolery, the starter for game 2 for Knoxville. Pleasure to have you with us. If you're a Knoxville fan or a Davis County fan, hope you're enjoying our broadcast here on this Monday evening. Max Taylor will lead things off for Davis County. Woolery, a senior, 15 in the third innings pitched so far, ERA 2.74, very respectable. 16 strikeouts and 15 in the third innings pitched with 5 walks. Opponents are batting .217 versus the right-handed senior. Max Taylor looks at a fastball in the dirt for ball 1. Taylor 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts in game 1 of our doubleheader earlier today. There's a hit the other way, out to deep right center field. Tracking it and making the running catch is the right fielder DeMoss in the gap. Nice catch by DeMoss as Taylor flies out to right to open the second inning.
Now batting second baseman number 17, Houston Schooley.
That brings up Houston Schooley. He drove in the only Davis County run. And he swings at the first pitch, a bouncer to the second. Ferguson throws out Schooley, 2 outs. So 2 pitches and 2 outs for Woolery here in the second inning. Now Dexter Scott will look to start a 2-out rally here in the top of the second. Woolery delivers, and a fastball is taken for a strike. You do not want a pitcher to have a 3-pitch inning, which is what Woolery potentially had there. The 0-1 that whizzes over the head of Scott to the backstop. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Beg your pardon, 1 ball, 1 strike to Dexter Scott. That's high. 2-1. Woolery's 2-1 pitch, a little flare out to left field, but that carries out to Rosaboom in left. He flies out, and Davis County once again goes down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Davis County and Knoxville are scoreless on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the second, no score here in Knoxville. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Davis County looking for a split of the twin bill after dropping the opener 5-1 to Knoxville. Sizemore was able to pitch around a 2-on, 1-out situation in the bottom of the first to keep Knoxville off the board. Now he'll deal with the 6, 7, 8 hitters, starting with Roston McCarty. Starting pitcher was commanding, throwing a complete game, allowing just 1 run on 2 hits versus the Mustangs in game 1. Also had a triple in that win. Strike delivered by Sizemore to even the count at 1-1. Sizemore part of a quartet of freshmen, figured to be the future for Davis County. Bouncing ball to second, Schooley scoops it up, takes his time, and throws to his cousin Peyton covering first, and McCarty is the first out. Let's get set Davis County's defense here in game 2. Josh Settles is in left field. Duke Skies in center with Quinn McCoy in right. Brett Prevost is at third base in the hot corner. Dexter Skies at shortstop. Houston Schooley is the second baseman. Peyton Schooley is at first. And Max Taylor is the catcher, waiting on the first pitch from Noah Sizemore to Grant DeMoss. And DeMoss takes a strike at the belt. DeMoss opened the scoring in game 1 with a 2-run double. That's really all that Roston McCarty needed, the starting pitcher for Knoxville. Curveball, hit on the ground to Prevost. Takes a big hop waist high, throws across the diamond wide of Peyton Schooley at first. Into foul territory, so DeMoss turns the corner, heads to second. A throwing error on Prevost. Knoxville with the runner at second with 1 out. And that gives Brendan Woolsey an opportunity to help his own cause. Sizemore comes set, now pitching out of the stretch. Long pause by Sizemore, now he steps off, chasing DeMoss back to second base. Sizemore delivers. That pitch is fouled away to the first base side into the parking lot for strike 1. Woolsey, the number 8 hitter, with an RBI opportunity here for Knoxville. The 0-1, curveball, swing and a miss. And the count is quickly 0-2 to Woolsey. A runner at second. 1 out in the inning. Knoxville looking to take advantage of a throwing error. Fastball chopped towards the middle of the diamond, and it is Houston Schooley scooping up, throws a second, or throws a first, not in time. It was a tough play by Houston Schooley. Thought maybe that Dexter Scott would have had a better play as a shortstop. His momentum is heading towards first. Houston Schooley at second, his momentum is going back towards second, away from first base. He threw wide of the plate, but that's going to go down as an infield hit anyway. So DeMoss moves to third on the play. And a courtesy runner coming in for Woolsey, who's the pitcher. And it's Jacob Matrician, who comes in to run for Woolsey. And now a big spot for Jensen Ferguson. Knoxville once again threatening to break the seal here in the second. A pickoff at second base, and now caught up in a rundown. The throw coming home, and he is safe at the plate. DeMoss did not slide as he came home. Taylor slapped him on the backside with a tag, but home plate umpire Tom Jarrett said he was safe. So a steal of home by DeMoss. That is his third swipe of home in this ball game. And that opens the scoring. Woolsey remains at first. 1 out. First pitch coming to Ferguson. High and inside, ball 1. Knoxville, time and time again, has taken the extra base from Davis County. Now throw back to first and back safely, barely, is Matrician. The 1-0. Fastball lifted high in the air, foul territory on the infield, and it is Sizemore, the pitcher, who catches it in fair territory on the first base side. And there are 2 outs. Back to the top of the order, and Luke Rosaboom. Rosaboom reached on an infield single his first time up. Hit a bouncing ball towards Houston Schooley at second. He knocked it down, Schooley did, on a diving attempt, but couldn't throw out Rosaboom. First pitch by Sizemore with the runner going. It's wide for ball 1. The throw to second, not in time, and actually that bounces past the shortstop Dexter Scott and into center field, but no advance by Matrician as he stays put at second base. But now a runner at scoring position for Rosaboom, with Knoxville already leading 1-0 with a run in here in the bottom of the second. The 1-0. Fastball bounced foul wide of third, past the lunging Peyton Schooley. Making the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Sizemore back on top of the mound, with Matrician now taking his lead from second. And the 1-1 pitch is a curveball, hacked at and fouled behind the plate, out of play. And Sizemore's a strike away from ending the Knoxville second inning. Unearned run has scored, however, as Knoxville leads at 1-0. Opportunity for Luke Rosaboom to make it 2-0 with a hit here. The 1-2. Fastball, fouled back. Late swing on that fastball. Sizemore gets a fresh baseball. Now comes home with a 1-2 pitch. Curveball, reached at it, and is poked towards the second base bag. The shortstop Scott fields it, throws a perfect throw to first base to retire Rosaboom and end the inning. But Knoxville does score a run on a hit, an error in the inning, and 1 man left on. Heading to the third, it's Knoxville 1, Davis County 0 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back to what's been a balmy Knoxville, although the wind's starting to kick up here in game 2. Davis County trailing Knoxville 1-0 here in the top of the third. Noah Sizemore looks at strike one. So far, so good for Brendan Woolery on the mound for Knoxville. 6 up and 6 down for the right-handed senior. That's hit the other way to right, dropping and caught by Jensen Ferguson, the second baseman, going back towards the right field line to track that down. So Sizemore pops out to second, and the batter is Quinn McCoy. McCoy was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts in game 1, and he takes strike 1 from Woolery. Woolery has 1 strikeout, and just not messing around, getting the ball and going, as that's ball 1, I should say, to make it 1-1. Woolery now with a long look in, now delivers. Pop-up foul. That goes to the parking lot behind us and out of play. 1-2 to count to McCoy. As I mentioned before, Woolery has 1 strikeout so far. That's high. 2-2. Give you the Knoxville defense after this 2-2 pitch to McCoy, which is strike 3 at the belt. McCoy can't believe it, but he'll be headed to the first base dugout. He's a second strikeout victim, and there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Make that the top of the third. So Luke Rosaboom is the left fielder. Gifford is in center with Grant DeMoss in right. Brady Rosaboom is at third. Lincoln Norris is at shortstop. Justin Ferguson is at second with McCarty, the first baseman. Kingery is catching, and Woolery just delivered ball 1 to Duke Scott at the plate. 1-0 pitch, hit the other way, right field, dropping, and a diving attempt, it's missed. DeMoss couldn't come up with it. Duke Scott heading to second, and he'll stop there with a 2-out double. Sorely needed hit for Duke Scott. His first extra base hit of the season, just his second hit of the season. And now, Davis County has an opportunity to tie this game with Peyton Schooley at the plate. Excellent effort by Grant DeMoss in right, diving for it, but just could not come up with it. And it bounded past him, and Scott had a double. Good speed at second base. Peyton Schooley flew out to center his first time up after a 6-pitch at bat. And he takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Kingery tried to reach out and to the outside edge and bring that one back. But home plate umpire Tom Jarrett was not impressed. The 1-0. Again, same spot, and it's ball 2. So Lurie misses with a couple of fastballs away. Schooley has the count in his favor at 2-0 with the tying run standing at second base here in the top of the third. 2 outs, Davis County trailing 1-0 to Knoxville. The 2-0, a swing and a miss by Schooley. Woolery challenged him with the fastball, knee high, and Schooley came up empty. 2 balls and a strike to Peyton Schooley. Wide stance in the right-hander's box, righty versus righty matchup. The pitch, that's outside, that got past the catcher Kingery, and on the pass ball, Duke Scott takes third. Count is 3-1 to Peyton Schooley. If Schooley can extend the inning, Josh Settles will have an opportunity for the Mustangs. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That's a line drive into left field. That's a base hit. And this game is tied as Peyton Schooley hits a solid line drive into left. And we are tied at 1. Clutch RBI hit by Peyton Schooley. So the top of the third continues. Here is Josh Settles. 2 consecutive hits with 2 outs has given Davis County a run here in the third. Settles swings at the first pitch, liner in the center. That stays up, however, for Gifford, who puts it away, and the inning is over. But Davis County scores a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Going to the bottom of the third, Davis County and Knoxville are now tied at 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County and Knoxville tied at 1 here in the bottom of the third. A steal of home opened the scoring by Grant DeMoss for Knoxville. Peyton Schooley tied things up in the bottom, make that the top of the third with an RBI single, bringing in Duke Scott, who reached on a double. 2-3-4 due up for Knoxville, starting with Lincoln Norris. And a first pitch curveball, line to center, and that's a base hit. Norris just hit that back from where it came, just an easy swing. And a leadoff single for Norris. That is the 4th hit of the game for Knoxville. They've out-hit Davis County 4-2 in this ball game. Runs are even at 1, and here's Kyler Gifford, who singled to left his first time up. Norris takes his lead from first. First pitch, fastball, taken letter high, ball 1. Norris is a threat to run, 10 of 11 in the stolen base category. That's a high fly ball, out to left, settles, drifting back towards his right, makes the catch. One out in the inning. Norris remains at first, and here's Brady Rosaboom. Rosaboom, back in the first inning, popped out to short. That was a big at-bat as Sizemore had runners at second and third with 1 out. He induced a pop-up and then got a strikeout of the next batter to get out of that first inning unscathed. Throw to first and back safely is Norris. A runner at first, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Davis County and Knoxville knotted up at 1. Runner goes. The pitch is hit into center field over the leaping Scott for a base hit. So Scott almost was able to snag that line drive, but Rosaboom singles up the middle. And Knoxville once again has a threat mounted. And here's Briar Kingery. He struck out swinging to end the first inning. But now 2 on and 1 out for the hard-hitting catcher for Knoxville. It's curveball in the dirt, ball 1. Sizemore pauses, looks back to second. Rocks and fires. Curveball, strike one, right at the knees. Kingery struck out on a fastball his first time up. He's seen 2 curveballs so far. The 1-1. That's a fastball, hit well out to left center field, and that's a base hit. Settles, grabs it, throws it into the middle of the infield. Coming in to score is Lincoln Norris to make it 2-1 Knoxville on the go-ahead single by Kingery. 3 hits in the inning. Rosenboom stopped at second, so runners are at first and second with 1 out. Knoxville back out in front 2-1. And here is Roston McCarty, who grounded out to second his first time up. First pitch fastball low. That got through the legs of Taylor, and now the runners advance to second and third. Call that one a wild pitch on Sizemore. So now a potential big inning for Knoxville. Fastball hit the other way, foul, or pulled foul, I should say. Past first base. It counts 1-1. Sizemore comes set. Kicks and deals. Fastball swung on and missed by McCarty, and he is down 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 by Sizemore. Fastball, got him swinging. Second strikeout for Sizemore and a big one. And with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, Grant DeMoss is up. He has caused Davis County headaches not only with the bat but on the base paths. His steal of home opened the scoring back in the second inning. Curveball hit to the hole, it's short. Scott comes up with it. Nope, he doesn't. As he tried to scoop it up, that was deep in the hole at short, so that's another hit for Knoxville in this inning. An RBI infield single by DeMoss as Rosenboom comes in to score to make it 3-1.
Now batting pitcher number 11, Brendan Woolsey.
That brings up Brendan Woolsey. He singled his first time up. Knoxville already has 7 hits in this ball game, and we're only in the bottom of the third. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And it's a strike to Taylor as Grant DeMoss danced his way off first and then just casually jogged into second base as Davis County concedes second base to DeMoss. So now second and third with 2 outs. 0-1 to count to Woolsey. Sizemore's next offering is swung on and missed. 0-2. Oh-2 pitch, checked swing, and he went around, says home plate umpire Tom Jarrett. Woolsey strikes out, and the side is retired, but Knoxville gets 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. As we head to the 4th inning, it is Knoxville 3, Davis County 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Get the small town charm with real world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
After Davis County tied the score in the top of the third, Knoxville answered with a pair of runs in the bottom of the third, and Mustangs find themselves trailing again 3-1 here in the nightcap of our doubleheader. Knoxville defeated Davis County 5-1 in game one. So starting things off, here is Brett Prevost to lead things off for Davis County make that 3-4-5 due up for the Mustangs. Prevost struck out looking his first time up. And there's a fastball in the inside corner. That's similar to the pitch he struck out on to end the first. The 0-1, a swing and a miss by Prevost, and it's quickly 0-2. Woolery has struck out 2 so far through 3 innings of work, and Prevost again goes down looking. So Prevost strikes out on 3 pitches. And the batter is Max Taylor. He flew out to right his first time up. Woolery's first pitch, slider misses outside, ball 1. The 1-0, that's in the dirt, 2-0. This is the beginning of a busy week for the Mustangs. They'll be playing 4 out of the 5 weekdays here this week. There's a strike to Taylor, make it 2-1. Tomorrow we will be in Mount Pleasant. Strike 2 to Taylor. Wednesday we will be in Centerville for 1 game versus the Big Reds as Davis County wraps up their season series versus Centerville. They got swept by a doubleheader in Bloomfield earlier this month. That misses outside, and now the count is full. And then we'll wrap up the week back at home on Friday with Davis County taking on Clark. Payoff pitch to Taylor. Bouncer to short. Norris stays down in it, scoops it up, throws on a run, and it's a perfect chest-high throw to the first baseman McCarty for the second out.
Now batting second baseman number 17, Houston Schooley.
The batter is Houston Schooley. He grounded out to second his first time up. Knoxville 3, Davis County 1 is our score as we play here in the top of the 4th. Woolery throws in strike 1. Woolery has been very good at getting ahead of these batters. The 0-1, that's low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Schooley. Woolery winds, delivers. High and outside, 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1 pitch. Same place, high and outside, 3-1. Base is empty, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Davis County trailing Knoxville 3-1 as they bat. And a 3-1 pitch to Houston Schooley, up and in, ball 4. And that is the first walk allowed by Woolery.
Now batting shortstop number 1, Dexter Scott.
So a 2-out free pass to Houston Schooley. And now the batter is Dexter Scott with a runner at first and 2 outs. Houston Schooley almost got picked off first as he went back standing and almost fell off the bag. Woolery throws that pitch in the dirt. Good block by Kingery. Actually just smothered that pitch in the left-hander's box. No advance by Schooley. 1-0 to count to Dexter Scott. And a 1-0 pitch. Hit the third, and it's a tough bounce for the third baseman, Rosaboom. Tries to throw to first, not in time. An error on Brady Rosaboom at third has left the door cracked for the Mustangs here in the top of the fourth. First error of the game for Knoxville. They have a very generous scorekeeper here in Knoxville. They gave Dexter Scott a hit on that. Noah Sizemore now bats with 2 on and 2 outs. Davis County down by 2, strike 1. Well, they put it up as a single on the big scoreboard, so we'll score it a single here as well, although it looked like an error to me. I'm just a guy talking on the radio, though, so don't mind me. The 0-1, bouncer to the plate, blocked by Kingery. 1 ball, 1 strike. Knoxville now 6-2 in the South Central Conference. Still 2 games back in the loss column to Sheridan, who is 9-0 coming into play this evening. Throw to first, and sliding back to first safely is Dexter Scott. Scott is at first. Houston Schooley is the runner at second. Sizemore awaiting a 1-1 pitch from Woolery. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a changeup. Sizemore way out in front. And it's 1-2. Sizemore looking for a big hit to keep Davis County, or keep them not only in this game, but just keep them in shouting distance. That's fouled at the plate, but Kingery couldn't hang on to it, so Sizemore stays alive. Head coach, that home plate umpire, Tom Jarrett, dusting off the plate after that foul ball. Got a good piece of Kingery, giving the catcher a couple extra moments. And now we're ready as the count remains 1-2 to Sizemore. Woolery has 3 strikeouts so far this evening. Throw to second, and Norris had to snag that one behind the bag to prevent it from going into center field. Good play by the Knoxville shortstop. Woolery deals. Curveball, misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Woolery with a long pause. Now comes set. Rocks and fires. 2-2 pitch, taken, strike 3, outside corner. Sizemore goes down looking, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and 2 men left on base. We will head to the 4th inning, or the bottom of the 4th. It is now Davis County trailing Knoxville 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Allison Engels, Senior Vice President at First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield. Farmers and ranchers, when it comes to ag loans, you want to work with a bank and lender that speaks your language. Both myself and Joe Randolph are farmers as well, so we fully understand the agricultural economic business needs. We know the inputs and the outputs, the ups and the downs, the market, and every other obstacle that arises in farming. Come and see me, Allison Engel, or Joe Randolph with First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield to discuss your ag lending needs.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Three to 1 Knoxville. Bottom of the fourth rolls in as the homestanding Panthers lead Davis County here in the nightcap for a doubleheader. Knoxville defeated Davis County game 1, 5-1. Noah Sizemore has faced traffic on the bases his entire start. His curveball misses up and in for ball 1. He's had runners on in every inning. He's allowed 7 hits so far to go along with the 3 runs. And a 1-0 pitch. That was a front foot breaking ball that caught the inside corner for strike 1. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball, strike on the outside corner. Jessen Ferguson is the batter. He popped out to the pitcher his first time up. 9-1-2 due up for Knoxville here in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-1, beg your pardon, the 1-2, bouncer to the plate. And it counts even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sizemore deals, fastball low, and it's 3-2. Sizemore looking to avoid another leadoff hitter reaching, and there's a pop-up. Calling for it is the second baseman, Houston Schooley, and he makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder number 1, Luke Rosenberg.
So Luke Rosenboom now strides to the plate, 1 for 2 here in game 2. Infield single in the first inning, and then he grounded out to short back in the second. Here we are in the bottom of the fourth. Knoxville leading Davis County by a score of 3-1. Curveball. Misses outside, ball 1. Righty versus lefty matchup as the lefty Rosenboom awaits the 1-1 pitch. Fastball high and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Knoxville with that victory in game 1. They've now won 9 straight overall in this series versus the Mustangs. The 2-0 is lifted high in the air, left center field, and Josh Settles is able to get under it, and the left fielder puts it away for the second out.
Now batting shortstop, number 20, Lincoln Norris.
2 on, none out for Lincoln Norris. He started off that 2-run third inning for Knoxville with a leadoff single. He later scored on a single by Briar Kingery to make it 2-1. First pitch curveball didn't have much of a hump to it. That stayed high for ball 1. There's a solid line drive out to left, but right at Josh Settles. And a line out is the last out of a 1-2-3 inning for Noah Sizemore. We'll head to the 5th. Knoxville leading Davis County 3-1 on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein Soybeans and local Davis Seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the top of the fifth. Knoxville still leading Davis County 3-1. Knoxville with a run in the bottom of the second to open the scoring. Davis County tied it in the top of the third with a run. Knoxville immediately answered with 2 in the bottom of the third, and that's where we stand now. Quinn McCoy takes ball 1. McCoy struck out looking his first time up versus Brendan Woolery, starting his 5th inning of work. And there's strike 1 to McCoy. So we pitch number 63 for Woolery. Curveball, swing and a miss. Actually, that was a slider that McCoy came up empty on. That swing had him tied up in knots. He's now down 1-2. That pitch spike to the plate. Two balls and 2 strikes to McCoy, leading off the top of the 5th. A swing and a miss on a fastball. And McCoy strikes out to open the 5th. Now here's Duke Scott. He started a 2-out rally back in the 3rd inning with a double down the right field line past the diving Grant DeMoss, Knoxville's right fielder. Fastball outside, ball 1. And Scott scored the only run for Davis County in this ballgame thus far. After Peyton Schooley drove him in. He just reached out and poked that one, and that finds some grass in right field. The throw to first is not in time. Duke Scott is 2 for 2. Maybe this will get Duke Scott going. First multi-hit game of the season for Duke Scott. Now here's Peyton Schooley. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single, driving in the only Davis County run back in the 3rd inning. Scott dives back to first safely after Woolery checks on him. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for Knoxville. 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 error for Davis County here in the top of the 5th. Curveball, slider. That hits the outside corner for strike 1 to Peyton Schooley. Davis County down by 2 here in the top of the 5th. Will Scott be taking off? He does not there, and that's a strike at the knees towards the bottom of the zone. And the count is 0-2 to Peyton Schooley. And a swing and a miss by Schooley, and he goes down on 3 pitches. Big strikeout by Woolery. Now it's up to Josh Settles to try to extend this 5th inning. 3-1 Knoxville, top of the 5th. Davis County has a runner at first. 2 outs in the inning. Settles so far 0 for 2. A ground out and a line out. Runner goes, and the pitch hit Settles in the back. So Settles gets on the hard way. That pushes a runner in scoring position. The tying run is now on base. And now a big spot for Brett Prevost. Davis County has gotten runners on the last 3 innings. They cashed in with a run in the 3rd, but then left 2 stranded in the 4th. what will they do here in the 5th? But a timeout called, and one of the assistant coaches for Knoxville comes out to talk with not only Brendan Woolery, but the rest of the Knoxville infield. Davis County 8-9 after dropping the opener of the doubleheader tonight. 5-7 in the South Central Conference. Knoxville's now 9-6 and 6-2 in conference play. Short meeting, as already the infielders have dispersed and gone back to their regular positions. So here we go, top of the 5th, tying runs on base at first and second with 2 outs, 3-1 Knoxville. And the batter is Brett Prevost, who is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He has not looked good against Woolery, and Woolery calls time at the plate. I beg your pardon. Prevost called time at the plate. Duke Scott's the runner at second. Josh Settles takes his lead from first. And Prevost takes a strike. Ooh, that was low. And the count is 0-1. Woolery comes home with a 1-strike pitch. That's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis County's done well with runners in scoring position here in game 2. 1 for 3 so far in the ball game. The 1-1 that hit Prevost in the back, and that loads the bases. 2 straight hit batters by Woolery. And now the bases are full of Mustangs for Max Taylor. Taylor has not had a hit in his last 3 games, including this one. And now home plate umpire Tom Jarrett wants to make sure that Prevost's okay. He got hit with a fastball right in the middle of his back. Prevost hands on hips, looks like he's fine as he leads off first. The entire Knoxville infield is back with 2 outs. Big spot here, bases loaded. 2 outs, Davis County down by 2. First pitch outside, ball 1. Woolery missed with the slider. Righty versus righty matchup. Taylor 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out. The 1-0, that is in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Can Taylor come through to get Davis kind of closer or even possibly tie the game? The 2-0. There's a high chopper to short, and it's into left field. Coming in to score is Scott. Right behind him is Settles. He slides home. He's safe. Going to third is Prevost. Safe there. And taking second on the play is Taylor. And we are tied at 3. A high bouncing ball towards short. And we're waiting to see how they score it. They call it a hit. So Taylor gets a 2-run single on a high chopper to short. And Davis County still not done. Here in the top of the 5th, runners at second and third for Houston Schooley, who is 0 for 1 with a walk.
Now batting first, second baseman number 17, Houston Schooley.
Schooley batting left-handed versus the righty Woolery. First pitch, breaking ball, missing outside, ball 1. 2 runs in for Davis County with 2 more in scoring position for Houston Schooley. The 1-0. At the hollow of the knees over the heart of the plate. Sure appears that Tom Jarrett, the home plate umpire, favors that low strike. That evens the count at 1-1. The pitch. Checked his swing and took ball 2 as that pitch was high and inside. Prevost, the runner at third. Taylor leads off from second. The 2-1 pitch. Line drive into right field. That's a base hit. Prevost comes in to score. Taylor rounding third. The throw to plate is cut off. 5-3 Davis County on the 2-run single by Houston Schooley. Mustangs have turned things around here in the 5th inning with a big crooked number of 4 spot. And the inning continues with Dexter Scott. He is the 8th man to bat in this inning. Ball 1. A 2-run single by Max Taylor to tie the game at 3. A 2-run single by Houston Schooley to break the tie, and Davis County has their first lead of the day. Fastball called a strike, much to the consternation of the Davis County fans here on the first base side. The 1-1. Breaking ball. That's off the plate outside to make it 2-1. Dexter Scott is at the plate. He is 0 for 2. He's flown out. He's also reached on an error. The 2-1 pitch with the runners going, and there's a chopper into left field for a base hit. 3 straight hits for the Mustangs. And now Noah Sizemore is the batter. Runners at first and second with 2 outs, and here comes head coach Turner DeVore. And we'll see if he has the hook with him. He does. We will see a different Knoxville pitcher come up. With 2 outs here in the 5th inning, Davis County has hung up a 4 spot here in the 5th inning and now leading Knoxville 5-3. We'll tell you about the new Knoxville pitcher after this on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
New pitcher in the game for Knoxville is Brady Rosaboom. He replaces Brendan Woolery on the mound, so just a straight-up switch. Woolery is now at third base with Rosaboom, the batter. Rosaboom's a junior. This is his 2nd appearance on the mound. He's pitched 3 innings so far this season, allowing 2 runs. 2 earned runs, 3 altogether. He's walked 2 and walked a batter. Rosaboom will face Noah Sizemore. Here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th, Davis County leading 5-3, and Sizemore takes a hack at it and fouls it back to the screen behind the plate. Sizemore 0 for 2. Davis County with 4 runs on 4 hits here in the 5th inning. Greatly aided by a pair of hit batters to move the line along. The 0-1. High fly ball out to right field. DeMoss camping under it, and he comes in to make the catch. But Davis County sends 9 men to the plate, scoring 4 runs on 4 hits. 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left on. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, Davis County now leads Knoxville 5-3. On the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Chris Merle, owner of Hamilton Produce. We are proud to have served the community for over 90 years as your hometown locally owned farm and hardware store. We have everything from tractor parts, general hardware, calving equipment, dry shod boots, and Carhartt clothing. We are also your best source to get your smaller LP tanks filled. Stop in and see us just off the square in Bloomfield. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and keep up to date with our store and specials.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County leading the finale of this doubleheader 5-3, thanks to a 4-run 5th inning in which they sent 9 men to the plate. So now Noah Sizemore pitching with the lead for the first time tonight, and Kyler Gifford will lead things off. 3-4-5 due up for Knoxville. Big inning here for Sizemore as he looks to shut down Knoxville and keep Davis County out in front. Gifford looks at ball 1, low and outside. Gifford is 1 for 2. He singled in the first and then flew out in the third. Sizemore working off a 1-2-3 inning in the fourth. That's a high pop-up, and that gets out of play to the first base side. Strike 1. Here comes the 1-1 from Sizemore. Curveball whacked out to the left field, and that's a base hit. Gifford waited beautifully on that curveball and served it out to left field. So the leadoff man is on for Knoxville. Brady Rosaboom is the batter. He popped out in the he popped out in the first inning and then singled and scored in the third. He's 1 for 2. But he represents the tying run here in the bottom of the 5th. Rosaboom now ready, as is Sizemore. Slide step on the first pitch, a bunt attempt, and it's popped up foul behind the plate, and it falls to the grass for strike 1. Interesting decision there by Rosaboom, or perhaps it was head coach Turner DeVore. Regardless, infield was playing back. Now Brett Prevo in on the grass at third. Now aware of the bunt. Throw to first and back safely is Gifford. Another throw back to first, and Gifford back again. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for Davis County. 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for Knoxville. Third attempt to pick off Gifford at first, and Gifford this time is back standing. The 0-1. He popped it up on a bunt attempt, and it's foul. Did it hit him or not? Now, Tom Jarrett says he doesn't think that it hit him, so he'll have to go out and consult with the field umpire, Bob Lionheart. And did it hit him or not? It did not hit him. They say it's a foul ball, and that is strike 2, so the count is 0-2. So Tom Jarrett, home plate umpire, checked with his colleague. Both of them did not see the ball hit Rosaboom, who tried to bunt his way on. So now the count is 0-2. Sizemore has 3 strikeouts so far this evening. Another throw to the first. That one's low, and good play by Schooley to scoop that one out of the dirt. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Rosaboom. Runner goes. Pitch is popped up foul behind the plate, out of play. This will be pitch number 62 for Sizemore here in the bottom of the 5th. Another 0-2. Fastball, helmet high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gifford led off this bottom of the 5th with a single. He takes his lead from first. He goes. A curveball is fouled off at the plate. Battle brewing between Brady Rosaboom and Noah Sizemore on the mound. Sizemore shaking off Taylor once, twice, now comes set. 1-2 pitch, fastball swung on and missed. And Sizemore wins the battle, striking out Rosaboom for the first out.
Catcher number 18, Briar Kingery.
Rosaboom went reaching for that fastball. Looked like it was a bit off the plate as he spun like a top after he came up empty on that swing. Here's Briar Kingery. He had a big at-bat his last time up. An RBI single in the 3rd inning broke a 1-1 tie at the time. Knoxville scored 2 in the bottom of the 3rd to make it 3-1. But Davis County put up 4 runs in the top of the 5th and now lead it 5-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. Runner at first, 1 out, and a throw to first chases Gifford back to the bag. Kingery squares the bunt. He stabs at it, misses. The throw to second goes into center field. And now getting up and going to third is Gifford. So a throwing error on Taylor. So that was a strike on Kingery. So the count is 0-1 on Kingery, but now Gifford is standing at third. Stolen base. And a throwing error by Taylor. And there's a strike. Nope, he called that a ball, so it's 1-1. I thought that was a strike. The 1-1, that's outside, 2-1. Sizemore now with the runner at third. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. That gets past Taylor. Coming home is Gifford, and he scores on the wild pitch to make it 5-4. So an unearned run has brought Knoxville within a run here in the bottom of the 5th. The 3-1 pitch popped up high in the air, short left field, and it is the shortstop, Dexter Scott, with 3 fielders converging, makes the catch for the second out. Base is empty. 2 outs for Roston McCarty, 0 for 2, a ground out in the second and a strikeout in the third. First pitch fastball, hit high in the air, out to center, and it is Duke Scott with his hat flying off, coming in from center to make the catch, and the side is retired. But Knoxville does get closer. 1 run, 1 hit, an error, and nobody left. We will head to the 6th inning. It is now Davis County 5, Davis County 4 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back here in Knoxville, Davis County batting in the top of the 6th, leading Knoxville 5-4, looking to salvage a split of the doubleheader. Knoxville beat Davis County 5-1 in the opener. And right now the difference of the ball game is a 4-run 5th inning for Davis County. Big blow in that was a 2-run single by Houston Schooley, breaking a 3-3 tie. Pinch hitter for Quinn McCoy as Hayden Bankson comes in to bat for McCoy, facing Brady Roseboom, who retired the first batter he faced on 2 pitches. On the first pitch here, Bankson grounds it up the middle, and it's Lincoln Norris, the shortstop, that throws out Bankson for the first out.
Now batting center fielder number 15, Duke Scott.
So here's Duke Scott. His best offensive game by far this season, a pair of hits including a double and 2 scored runs as well. Pitch low, ball 1. The 1-0. A swing and a miss by Scott. Roseboom challenged him with a fastball and blew it past him. 5-4 Davis County here in the top of the 6th. Bases empty, 1 out. 1-1 pitch coming to the number 9 here, Duke Scott. Fouled back. Scott, a double and a run in the 3rd, a single and a run in the 5th. 1-2 to count now to Scott. Roseboom winds, delivers a fastball that's fouled away, back towards us on the first base side. Count remains 1-2. Another 1-2. That's low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Clouds starting to roll in here at Knoxville as the sun has set. Lights fully on in effect. 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. Caught cleanly by Kingery. So it's a strikeout of Scott for the 2nd out of the inning, and we'll go back to the top of the order and Peyton Schooley.
Now batting first baseman number 8, Peyton Schooley.
Schooley is 1 for 3 so far. He flew out in the 1st, RBI single in the 3rd, and then struck out swinging in the 5th on 3 pitches. That was against Brendan Woolery. This will be his first at-bat against Brady Rosaboom. First pitch, slider, stays upstairs, ball 1. The 1-0. Fastball, fouled back to the screen on the first base side. Counts even at 1-1 strike. Bases empty, 2 outs, top of the 6th. Davis County nursing a 5-4 lead over Knoxville. Rosaboom delivers. That's fouled back. Rosaboom to strike away from a 1-2-3, 6th inning. The 1-2. Low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a 2-2 pitch, rifled back towards the center field, but Gifford drifting back, and it's a hard line out by Schooley, which ends the top of the 6th. As Davis County goes down in order, we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Our score remains Davis County 5, Knoxville 4 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County leads at 5-4. Getting to the late stages of Game 2 of our doubleheader. Sizemore back on top of the mound for the Mustangs. Bottom third of the Knoxville order, 7, 8, 9. Starting with Grant DeMoss, who has been an absolute pain for Davis County here today, this afternoon and evening. RBI double, 2-run double. In Game 1 was the big blow of a 5-1 win for Knoxville. He has an RBI single in this ball game. He's also still at home. First pitch curveball clips the inside corner for strike 1. Noah Sizemore still in there. This will be pitch number 72 for the freshman. Curveball fouled back, 0-2. Sizemore's 0-2 pitch. Curveball bounced to second, and it's Schooley there, throwing out DeMoss for the first out of the bottom of the 6th.
Third baseman number 11, Brendan Woolsey.
Here's Brendan Woolsey. He was the starting pitcher for Knoxville here in Game 2, but he gave way to Brady Rosaboom in that 4-run 5th inning. He breezed through the first part of the Davis County lineup, retired the first 8 batters he faced, but then gave up a double to Duke Scott and then an RBI single to Peyton Schooley as that first pitch is outside for ball 1. After that, he was in trouble for the rest of his outing, which culminated in that 4-run 5th inning, which gave Davis County a 5-3 lead. There's a swing and a miss to make it 1-1. Knoxville, early on in this game, you can make the argument they could have put Davis County away, but they didn't. 1-1 pitch, up and inside, almost hit them. It did not, however, and it's 2-1. Knoxville left 2 on in the first inning, did not score. Left 1 on in a one-run second inning. There's a curveball. Line drive out to center. Duke Scott lunges out, can't get it as it goes towards the wall. Woolery rounding second, and he is going for 3. Nope, he slams on the brakes and heads back to second base. So a 1-out double for Woolsey. And the tying run is at second base with 1 out for Jessen Ferguson. Scott playing straightaway center. That line drive was past the right of Scott, who was lunging in the gap trying to grab that ball, but he couldn't. Timeout at the plate as Tom Jarrett dusts off home plate. Ferguson goes to talk with his coaches for Knoxville on the third base side. Taylor now in council with Noah Sizemore, his pitcher. Now Max Taylor, the catcher, looks like he's motioning over to his dugout. Wants Todd White to come out and talk with Sizemore. And is Sizemore okay, or they just want to go over strategy? Taylor was the one that called head coach White out into the field. You know what, if you're going to do something like this, you might as well make sure that everything is right. All the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. So now looks like the Mustangs know what they want to do defensively. There's a runner at second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Davis County nursing a 5-4 lead versus Knoxville, but the tying run is at second base in the form of Brendan Woolsey. Jessen Ferguson's at the plate. He has a pair of pop-outs in this ball game, his previous 2 at-bats. Now we're ready. Sizemore ready to deal pitch number 78. Squaring the bunt is Woolsey, and he hits it high in the air and foul to the third base side for strike 1. So they decide to go the bunt route with the runner at second and 1 out. Woolsey most likely will try to bunt again. Schooley in on the grass at first and charging on the pitch. He swings away, and it's a pop-up behind the plate, and that goes out of play over the press box for strike 2. Sizemore could really use a strikeout in this spot with the runner at second and 1 out. 0-2 to count to Ferguson. Sizemore delivers. Fastball. Hit the other way to Schooley at second. Scoops it up, throws it first to retire Ferguson. Woolsey takes third on the play. There are 2 outs. And the biggest at-bat of the game coming up for Luke Rosaboom. A runner at third with 2 outs. This will be the 4th time he's faced Sizemore tonight. He is 1 for 3. He singled in the first inning. That was an infield single. And he has a ground out, and he also has flied out to left. Here we go. First pitch. Curveball. Strike 1. No. He missed it. Oh, I thought that was strike 1 instead. That was outside. 1-0. The 1-0. Fastball, low, 2-0. Houston Schooley yelling from the infield, nothing by him, let's go. Wanting Max Taylor, the catcher, to be a wall behind home plate. 2-0. Fastball. That is outside, 3-0. On deck is Lincoln Norris, a dangerous hitter in his own right. He is 1 for 3 in this ball game as well. The 3-0. There's a strike. A runner at third, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Davis County up by 1. Knoxville batting. The 3-1 pitch to Rosaboom. Swing and a miss. And it's 3-2. That was a fastball he blew past Rosaboom. Will he go with the fastball or will he go with the curveball? With a full count. It is a fastball. It's high. Ball 4. So now the potential go-ahead run is on base. Here comes head coach Todd White, and it appears we will have a new Davis County pitcher that will be coming to the mound. And we will, as Sizemore gives the ball up to head coach Todd White. We will see a new Mustang on the mound when we return.
Looking to buy or sell real estate? Lincoln Lynch at Lynch Realty in Bloomfield is the guy to call. Lynch Realty is a family-owned business, and it's their policy to serve the community. Whether you are looking to buy or sell real estate or farmland, give Lincoln a call. And don't forget, he also owns Lynch Boys Auction Service, and they can help you with all your auction needs as well. For current listings or for more information, visit lynchrealtyinc.com. That's lynchrealtyinc.com. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
I don't know. New pitcher in the game is Peyton Schooley. So, as expected, Mustangs go with another freshman arm. These two pitched back-to-back in Albia 2 weeks ago, part of a 2-1 win by the Mustangs on that night. Here's another one-run game. Switches is simple. Schooley was at first base, so Sizemore just goes to first. And now Peyton Schooley will take over on the mound. The batter is Lincoln Norris. He is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. First pitch curveball, bounce. Deep in the hole is Dexter Scott. He will not have a play. He eats it. And it is an RBI infield single by Lincoln Norris to tie this game at 5. Lincoln swung at the first pitch, a high chopper to short. Norris runs well, and Scott wisely decided to eat it as Woolsey scores from third to tie the game at 5. Now here's Kyler Gifford looking to give Knoxville the lead. A high pop-up in right field. Schooley, the second baseman, calls for it, makes the catch. The inning is over, but Knoxville has tied this game with a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. Davis County and Knoxville are tied at 5 as we head to the 7th inning on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
What a game we've had here in the finale of our doubleheader. Davis County and Knoxville knotted up at 5 as we play the 7th inning. Brady Rosaboom is back on top of the hill for Knoxville, starting its second full inning of work. And it is 2-3-4 due up for Davis County, I should say. Starting with Josh Settles. Settles 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch in the 5th inning, and that was a big play in that 4-run 5th inning for Davis County. It gave Davis County a 5-3 lead at the time. Knoxville was chipped away with a run in the 5th, now a run in the 6th to tie the game at 5. Rosaboom steps off the rubber, taps his chest up to say, "It's my bad, I didn't see the sign." Now we're ready for the first pitch of the 7th inning. That's fouled back. Settles was a losing pitcher in game 1. Looking to start a Davis County rally here in the 7th inning. Now Kingery, the catcher, and Rosaboom, the pitcher, are commiserating. Now we're ready to play. The 1-strike pitch to Settles. Strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 for Rosaboom. A swing and a miss on the slider. Settles strikes out on 3 pitches for the first out.
Now batting third baseman, number 24,
Prevost got hit in the back with the pitch his last time up in the 5th. He later came around to score in that 4-run 5th inning for Davis County. But now the score is tied at 5 here in the 7th. First pitch, fastball, well inside, ball 1. Kyler Gifford coming on with the next pitch. Fastball outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Prevost swings and misses at the 2-0 pitch from Gifford. And the count is 2-1. Gifford winds, and here comes the 2-1 pitch. Foul tipped off the mask of Kingery, the catcher. 2-2 to count. Max Taylor waits on deck for Davis County in this 5-5 game. Now we're ready. Here's the wind, the 2-2 pitch. Gifford gets him swinging on a breaking ball. That's the 3rd strikeout of Prevost in this ball game. None on, 2 outs, and it'll be up to Max Taylor to start a 2-out rally for Davis County here in the 7th inning. The wind has grown still here in Knoxville as the temperature continues to cool. First pitch to Taylor. Fastball clips the inside corner at the knees for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball outside, missing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gifford looking to retire this last batter and give Knoxville a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. Here we go. Breaking ball, and he went around. 1-2 to count to Prevost. I beg your pardon, Max Taylor to batter, not Prevost. And Taylor swings and misses at the fastball, and Davis County goes down in order as Gifford strikes out the side. Now Knoxville has a chance to win it in the bottom of the 7th. We are tied at 5 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the bottom of the 7th, game 2 of our doubleheader. Knoxville with a chance to win it, as they have rallied after being down 5-3 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Knoxville got a run across in the 5th, another one in the 6th. And now after a 1-2-3 inning, Brady Rosenboom will lead things off for Knoxville. 4-5-6 due up for the Panthers, looking for a doubleheader sweep here tonight after winning game 1, 5-1. Rosenboom squares the bunt and takes the pitch outside for ball 1. Schooley nods, winds, delivers, and he swung through a fastball, Rosenboom did, and the count is 1-1. Rosenboom with a long walk, back out towards his dugout. Now he climbs back in, righty versus righty matchup to start off the bottom of the 7th. And a 1-1, curveball, strike 2. That clipped the outside corner. Now the 1-2, curveball, got him looking. That's the second time Rosenboom has struck out in this ball game. And that brings up Briar Kingery. He is 1 for 3 with an RBI single in this ball game. Bases empty, 1 out. We're tied at 5. First pitch fastball, cut on and missed by Kingery. The 0-1. Fastball. Misses up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Approaching the 9 o'clock hour. This game approaching 2 hours old. Curveball. Strike 2. Almost the same type of pitcher, Schooley and Sizemore, featuring a fastball and a curveball. The 1-2, Schooley, curveball in the dirt. Kingery does not chase, and the count's even at 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch from Schooley. Fastball, fouled back. Saw lightning in the distance. I think we may have weather coming as well, so this game is played under threat of that as well. The 2-2 pitch, curveball, served out to center field. Scott had a late break on it, but then comes in to make the catch in center for the second out.
Now batting first baseman number 4, Roston Hardy.
2 outs, none on. And the batter is Roston McCarty, who is 0 for 3. Schooley's first pitch, curveball, misses, out and away. The 1-0, fastball, foul tipped into the glove of Taylor to make it 1-1. Schooley's not away from giving us free baseball here in Knoxville. The 1-1, curveball, served toward the third base side and foul, as now you see lightning in the distance. Now the 1-2 pitch. Fastball missing outside, and Davis County crowd not happy with that non-strike call. The 2-2 pitch also misses outside. 3-2. Full count to McCarty. The pitch, fastball, got him swinging. Knoxville goes down 1-2-3, and we will head to extra innings. Davis County and Knoxville tied at 5 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Extra innings here in the finale of our doubleheader. Knoxville 5, Davis County 5. Houston Schooley leading things off. And we were just told by the athletic director, Ryan Paulson, here at Knoxville that there is a threat of a big storm coming, moving fast our way. And Paulson estimates it being about 25 miles away, so there's a threat of that as well. First pitch by Gifford. Breaking ball, strike 1 to Houston Schooley. Schooley 1 for 2 with a 2-run single and a walk. The 0-1. Schooley went golfing for that one, and that pitch at his ankles, and fouls it away to the left field side for strike 2. Now you hear rumbling in the distance.
Bob, you're
Looks like we're going to stop the game. So we are going to have a stoppage as it looks like a rainstorm is coming. We saw lightning in the distance, so out of an abundance of caution, they are clearing the field, and we will have this game be suspended. Nobody out. Top of the 8th. Davis County and Knoxville tied at 5. And I seriously doubt we will have any more baseball here tonight because the storm that we saw was pretty big in the distance. So we will give you word on what happens with the conclusion of this game, but we're just going to end our broadcast here as we will get things packed up and in the station vehicle as well. So thanks for joining us on this Monday evening. And Knoxville won Game 1 of our doubleheader 5-1. We are tied at 5 in the top of the 8th inning. 5-5, and we will find out how we will conclude Game 2 of our twin bill here tonight. So for Annie Argo and for Kyle Smith back at our studios in Ottumwa, this is Ellis Coach saying so long from Knoxville. 5-5 is our score as during the weather stoppage, and this has been Davis County Baseball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.